Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Nikki Zick, and today I'm going to do something a little different and work from artwork from my personal sketchbook, and then I'll do it in a large format on a piece of paper, and I'm getting to the page that I would like to show you all how to do. And this is the artwork that I chose. It's a staggered square watercolor background, and I let that dry and then went over it with tossed flowers, pinwheel flowers, outlines. So I'm going to start this today. We'll prop this up. And I have my watercolor block, and this is an RB's block, RB, and it's from Amazon, and I keep buying it because I love it. And I really enjoy working with the block, so that way you can do a full bleed of color. And right now I have my watercolor paints all sprayed and ready to go. And this is a series of squares, and they're shifted slightly down, and you can see the colors. So right now we're going to start with a light green, and I'm going to get my colors to a light consistency, watery, so that way we can just lay it down. So now I'm going to do some squares, and I'm going to do it on a larger scale than what I painted in my sketchbook. So here's the first square, and then we'll go down to like a evergreen, and you paint while it's still wet, and go down and just make your watercolor marks. You could leave some white. We'll go into yellow ochre. And then there's another green I like, more of a hunter green. And it's just laying colors down. We'll go back to the same apple green on the top to finish the first row. Next, we're going to introduce some blues. And I'm using a medium blue right now. And then I'm going to go into a light blue. And back into, we're going to go into a darker blue. So this row will be more blues. And we'll rotate it with the green. Here's the light blue now. And we'll go back into the medium blue to finish off the row. Next we'll go into our yellow ochre. Bring that color to the top. We'll go into the hunter green. Actually, I like a grass green. We're going to go into that. A little fresher green. And then I have an olive green. Right now, it's as many colors as you could want. You can add. Add some darks, some lights. Add this green. Let's try this very pale green. Now we'll go into the blues again. We'll start with the dark blue. Well, medium blue actually. And then we'll go into the light pale blue. And then into the dark blue. And then we got the medium blue. Could wash it out a little. It's too heavy, but it will dry lighter. And then we'll finish with the pastel blue at the bottom. And we have one more row. We'll go into the apple green. And then into our hunter green. And then our yellow ochre. And then into our grass green. We'll finish off with our yellow green. So that's pretty much the background for the artwork. I'm going to sit and let it dry for a little bit, and then we'll come back with the flowers on top. Okay, we're back and our paper is dry and we're ready to add the flowers on top. I'm going to use a finer paintbrush for this part of the artwork. And I'm going to start with my medium blue. And we want our paints to be more opaque, less transparent as we do this. And it's going to be a very loose style. So first we're going to start with one petal, two petals, and it's a loose style, and it's a 5-petal flower. And you can put a center dot, and we'll move around the page. We'll do another flower this way, facing the opposite direction, and just paint your flower. If you need to load your brush up a little more. And it's 5 petals, and then the dot center. We'll put one up here. And we're going to be overlapping the different colors, so that way there's more interest in the artwork. I have some pretty powerful music on in the background, getting me into the mode of painting. Add a little more. If it gets too transparent, let's see, one more on the top here of the blue. And you see I'm just doing it very lightly and delicately. Next we'll go into the green. And we'll do a flower right here. Add a little more green. And overlapping on the blue. Add a center dot. We'll add a green down below. A little more paint. It can go off the page. We'll put a green up here. Go off the page. do one over here. It's very loose style. Now we'll add the other green that we used. We'll put it over here. It's darker. We'll put one over here on the top. A little more water in our paint. The paint's running out a little bit. See, we'll put one on the bottom, coming off the page. Put one on this side coming off. And one on this side coming off. Next we'll add the dark blue, the darkest of all of our colors. We'll put a big flower here. Put a big one up top. A little more paint. Dot here. Put one on, coming off on the edge here. Put one coming off here on the bottom left. Get a little more paint. We'll do another flower facing the opposite direction. We'll put one on the top. One coming off the side here. And one there. One on the bottom. And that's pretty much our artwork. It was a fun, quick process. I'll put it up and show you. This is our final artwork, done with watercolor paints in a 2-color process. First we did the background with the squares and the washes, and then we went over on top with flowers, overlapping with the watercolor paints. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I really would appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. Happy painting, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.